Hey guys, Professor Bill at Comic Book University and Batman, Prelude to the Wedding, Part 2, Nightwing versus Hush. This was a genuinely okay comic book. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I feel like there was a lot of missed points on here that could have been made, really driven some points home. But for the most part, basically it's just Batman and Superman and Nightwing are out and they're celebrating, and they make a big point of and I didn't see this before. This is the first time I'm really seeing this. Maybe it was mentioned before and I just didn't notice it, but it's not Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne getting married. It's Batman and Catwoman getting married, which, cool. That's cool. It makes sense, because it wouldn't make sense for, you have to read the comic book to understand. It doesn't make sense for, a high socialite like, Batman to get married to an absolute nobody like Selina Kyle, so it didn't make sense. But if Batman and Catwoman get married, oh, that's weird, but okay, that's cool. So it's going to be a totally superhero thing. So Superman will show up in all these different things. So if it's advertised as that, there's a point in here where they're saying, well, how did the Joker find out? Dude, come on. Like, are you kidding me? That's probably when they say there's no such thing as a dumb question? Come on, there's a dumb question right there. Still, it's good writing. It's beautiful art. I love it. But this was, there were just some things in here that just didn't make, like that, not there were some things in here. That by itself just didn't make sense. Any other complaint that I've got about this comic book is literally just missed points. They're trying to plan a bachelor party right in front of Batman, or not plan. They've got the bachelor party ready. We don't actually get to see it. Like, oh, hey, we're gonna go fishing. You know what I'm saying? We went to a different dimension where there's apparently nothing there, and we can just go fishing. Endless fishing stories. Let's do it. So that's cool. I dig that. That's a great idea. Hush shows up, and it's a really easy way to get rid of Superman. That's cool. I'm okay with it. There was the idea they just start talking right away. Whatever, just suspension of disbelief. I can understand that Superman heard that Hush is there, and it's just like, yeah, Batman and Nightwing could deal with this. I'm gonna go take care of this tanker. Maybe there's something else over there besides just the tanker, giant robot or something. So anyway, they go after Hush, more specifically Hush comes after them, and they wind up, Nightwing and Hush get thrown through this lightning dimension, but there's a betwixing there, so they don't actually go to the fishing place, they go someplace else instead, a between worlds of the bleed, where it turns out that people without an actual identity have issues. Now, I want to hang out with the guy. I want to know more about the guy in here. Like, is that just supposed to be I can't remember, the Big Lebowski dude? Because that's what it sounded like. But either way, I feel like there's a missed opportunity for more of the guy in this. I'm hoping we get to see him later. Tim Seeley made an awesome character here, and I hope that he himself is going to explore the character more. I would love to read him more about this dude. Literally, the dude, the guy. There's a part in here where Batman gets taken to Batburger, and Superman makes a comment about, oh yeah, well, this place is cool. Just remember that Superburger came first in Metropolis. And Batman just says, watch it, and then continues on talking. No. No, the proper response is, oh yeah, Soups, absolutely. Superburger came first, but Batburger is way more popular. That is the proper response to this D-measuring contest that Superman is having here. I loved that he was having the contest. I loved it. But Batman would have had a much better return. All right, he would have had more than just a little quip. All right, he would have been like, mic drop. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it would have been just wicked like that. Anyway, later on, I think that there was also a missed opportunity, in so much as we realized that Superman is going to be the best man. So Nightwing is like, Dick is more like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, he's going to be the best man? Well, it's okay. I guess it makes sense. Because, you guys are always hanging out together in the Justice League, and I chose to go my own way and find my own identity, and la-di-la-di-la. Also, very cool that Hush and Nightwing were put in this kind of a situation. I think that was absolutely genius. That was beautiful. And they both had their identity issues. Hush way more than Dick. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what Hush actually did, no spoilers there, but seeing what Hush actually did was impressive. It's like, oh wow, that was good. So that whole interaction, fantastic. Seeley's an awesome writer. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming down a little bit on this comic book because I feel there was so many missed opportunities, but it was still, like, for a one-shot, this was awesome, you know? But at the end, I feel like the other big missed opportunity is that after Dick said everything that he said, instead of Batman just being like, oh, yeah, Dick, it's cool. I would like if you and I hung out. If instead he would have said, Dick, I don't think you understand. Superman is absolutely the best man to Batman. But Dick Grayson is the best man to Bruce Wayne. Boom! Right there. All of a sudden, Tim Seeley is now the greatest Batman writer ever. Okay, maybe not quite, but you get what I'm saying, right? How much more epic would that have been? There's the bond between these two guys who are constantly on the edge with each other. That's what I'm talking about. That deep friendship where they don't want to acknowledge the friendship, but duh, a Daredevil could see it. You know what I'm saying? So, no, that's what I'm talking. That was such a missed opportunity that could have just elevated this comic book and made me say one of the best, one-shots of Batman I've ever read. But nope, instead I didn't get that. Ah, man, talk about a shoot and a miss. It is what it is. Anyway, it's still a fun comic book. It's not necessary to grab this. Literally, I don't like to say this very often, but I think that my review is enough for what happened with this comic book. But if you do want to see something that could potentially be some character development for Hush, absolutely grab this comic book. Because, like I said, I really like the little surprise that Hush kind of pulled out in this. But aside from that, it's more like the comic book that could have been, you know what I'm saying, than the comic book it was. Darn it. Anyway, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.